All right, here we go. Do you? Let's try something new. Why don't you start the show?
Okay, but don't we start with the music first?
You are right. Oh my goodness. And actually, I love this on the left side right now. Now we're actually going to start.
First, let's take a look around and search for books. Look what we found. Books on pets and kangaroos. You'd be surprised what you find too. Next, oh look, go explore. Alphabet books and so much more. We'll spell the word we want to read and turn the page imagination free. Welcome to the library. It's so much fun. So many books to read. Let's read them one by one. Books can make us happy, excited or sad. They can open doors that we've never had.
You can choose a book to share with your friend in a comfy chair. Pages filled with fantasies, stories that will set you free. Checking out is not that hard. All you need is a library card. Read at home, enjoy the fun. Just bring them back when you are done.
Welcome to the library. It's so much fun. So many books to read. Let's read them one by one. Books can make us happy, excited or sad. They can open doors that we've never had. Library, 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 library. Adventure. 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 Library, 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 library. Let's read adventure. Library, 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 doors that we adventure. Library, 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 adventure.
All right. Welcome, everybody. And Donna, can you kick us off?
I can. So, welcome to another episode of Season 2 Wednesday Watch. We are on Season 4 already, and we are here to premiere the video from George Washington Carver called Library Adventure. It was another group of kindergartners that we got to work with, but I should probably introduce myself
Okay,
first.
hang on. Let's start over.
Let's start over.
Because there were so many things that happened. You said Season 4, and I also just was very randomly doing things. So let's just pretend we just watched the video.
Okay.
This is amazing. Okay. And scene.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Wednesday Watch. We are on Season 2, Episode 4, and my name is Donna Guerin. I'm the founder of Global Lighthouse Studios, and over to my co-host.
My name is Dan Roeder, and I am the Chief Academic Officer of the David Z Foundation, where we transform lives for the magic of music. And it's such a pleasure working with Donna on Medley Music International, which is one of the programs that you just saw. So this one in particular was from As Donna mentioned, George Washington Carver. I think you mentioned it, right?
No, I didn't mention it. Oh my gosh, we have to do it again.
Can we start over? Because otherwise it'd be like, I can
Yeah.
edit that later, and then it'll be
Yeah.
like, no.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay, we'll
starting
start
over. Okay, yeah, we'll get. This is hilarious.
Okay, so I'm not going to say anything about George Washington. I'm just going to introduce.
Just introduce
introduce myself, the show,
okay.
myself, and then I'll kick it over to you. Let's try
Okay.
again. Okay. Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of. Nope. Let me try it again.
You were good. I just had a case of the stupids.
Okay, gonna have to mute your video in a second.
Sorry. I need to breathe. This is hilarious. But I know we both want to eat.
Okay, here we go. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Wednesday Watch. This is season 2, episode 4, and my name is Donna Guerin, founder of Global Lighthouse Studios. Over to Dan.
My name is Dan Roeder. I'm the Chief Academic Officer of the David Z Foundation. And Donna and I are just laughing about some things that this is a partner moment. You know, like Donna and I have been working together now for, what, 2 years?
2 years, yeah.
5 years, 1 year? I don't know. It seems just like we're family. And so I'm going to just say this is one of the joys of doing music with others, is that you get to connect on so many different levels, and you get to bring each other's experiences together in joy and sometimes humor. So that's what's going on right now. We want to let you in on the inside joke. So yes, and it's great to be in season 2. Yeah, I'm Dan Roeder, Chief Academic Officer of the David Z Foundation, where we transform lives through the magic of music. And this video that you just saw is George Washington Carver in Chicago. This is the third of 4 videos that we got the opportunity and actually joy of working with these schools in South Chicago. And this one in particular has a special place in my heart because I've always loved reading. My daughter always loves reading. Our family, just, we're very much invested in curiosity, knowledge, good conversation. And the library is where a lot of that started for me. I just, this song, I think captures that spirit of discovery and like, you can do anything. And I love where it ended up in the pocket of kind of like this bop, like, yeah, let's get excited about the library. Because that's what my memory of the library was when I was their age. This is like the kindergarten class wrote this song, kindergarten class of George Washington Carver. So big shout out to Mrs. Crozen and Mrs. Turner for their partnership and their work, and also for Miss Venus, the principal, and Miss Deloach. Yeah, I'm like, oh, Miss Venus. Okay, her name is Venus, and that's what I just remember very, very easily. And their school has so much vibrance and energy to it. And also, this is not an opportunity that just kind of came about from nowhere, but it's a reverberation of some really big investments in the arts that Chicago is doing. Ingenuity is the partner in this program that with this Creative Schools Fund has the pulse on like, hey, arts are disappearing from a lot of schools in the United States. Let's do something about it. So where do you start? In your own backyard, So they're Chicago based, and they said we want 120 minutes daily of They said we want 120 minutes weekly of arts instruction for all students in all grades, everywhere. Every campus in Chicago. And it's a commitment that they've partnered with Chicago Public Schools, And so it's kind of, this is what partnership looks like. That's what we started with. Sometimes it's, there's growing pains, but overall, like, just the joy that came through in this song was what really stood out to me. So I would love to hear what your thoughts are.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the joy on the students' faces when we got there, and they just ran with it, and just the love of reading. I mean, kindergarten, right, is where it all starts. It all begins. And I taught kindergarten for 8 years, and I just love the energy that they bring, not only to this song, just to their everyday. And so this song was so fun to write and really fun to record. And I just love the energy. I think that's the word I would use.
It is. It's the energy. And I think what I noticed too is unity in the work that was being done, which we're going to see in just a few moments in the behind the scenes. Classrooms, believe it or not, are not the easiest places to work and to be, either on the teacher end, the student end, admin. There is a lot going on in education right now that is so amazing that it's almost like an awakening to, like, hey, this is not just a thing we do. School is not just a thing we do. It's a thing we are, and the thing that we lean into. This is a community, and so there's a big focus on social emotional learning, rightfully so. And that's what these programs are. All 4 of schools that we worked with, that's what the pitch that we made was, like, hey, let's really buy into this mission of every school, every grade, social emotional learning. Let's start there. And so you saw some kindergartners today, and this semester, in just a few weeks, we're going to be starting with the 8th grade class of each of these campuses. So we'll kind of see both ends of the spectrum very close together, of these elementary schools in Chicago. So I'm super excited for to see how all this turns out, and to look back and say, like, oh my goodness, this is what arts education can be. It's for everybody. And I think that's what really rung true for me in this kindergarten class, is there's some hesitation to say, like, let's write a song with kindergartners, because there's like we have to make it campy, we have to make it like Baby Shark or something like that. No, you don't. I'm gonna just say that now. If you treat the youngest students with the respect and dignity for their curiosity and discovery that they deserve, they will always blow your mind. So I'm going to leave it there, and we're going to watch the behind the scenes so you can kind of see that in action.
Great.
Like, what is the topic that you guys want to write about? What do you think everybody should know?
What do you think everybody in the whole world needs to know?
You have to do your work.
Science.
You have to do your work.
Tell us your name and your idea.
My name is Amora. I want to learn about our ABCs. My name is Journey. I like to see the alphabet song. To learn about.
All right. So yes, the behind the scenes video. Donna, your favorite part, right?
My favorite part, hands down. And so you can't see me in the video, except you could see my hands behind the snowman if you look real close. But I want to just talk about the experience being at George Washington Carver. We just took the green screen to a whole new level.
Oh my gosh,
mean,
yes.
The ones with Paulie on the scooter, and we had to wrap the wooden piece in green, so that his idea actually was to have me paint my arm green, and that was a hard no. So instead, we found some fabric and we wrapped it around the stick, and we're able to animate the books. And so I thought that was like brilliant. That idea that Paulie had. I just thought that was so great to make it so that, your imagination can take you wherever it goes, just like reading can take you wherever it can go, right? And so I just thought that was like one of the best ideas ever. And
it is so great. Yeah. And I love that. That's a story I will always hold on to, because Donna and I were at different sites. We actually film 2 music videos simultaneously. We do 4 in 2 days. So we're always leading different teams on the education side. And I get to George Washington Carver, and Donna just is like, Polly wanted to paint my arm green. Sounds like a day in Polly's life. So, but I love that, and I love that. I think there's something about that, like that childhood wonder that I can do anything, which is next week's song. And Polly, I think, has that childlike wonder all the time. And just to give some context, we were only going to do one green screen video when we set out on this adventure. And I actually shout out to Joanna Rosenthal, who was a colleague and roommate in grad school, and she loaned us her daughter's green screen. So shout out to her daughter as well. And so we did last week's video that we premiered. We knew there was going to be a green screen, and they did not at George Washington Carver. They weren't planning for it, but they adapted, and I think that's amazing because they had all these ideas like, well, what if we did this? And then there was green paper, not green paint, but green fabric. And then we wrapped first, so we came over with the green screen that we had just picked up. So yeah, and next week's also is going to feature green screen. Another shout out to Polly because he does the music video editing, and I was just blown away by what you can do with a roll of Kelly green paper in any school, or Hulk paint. But yeah, I think we can kind of wrap it up here because childhood wonder, like that's one of the things that I think was the through line and the root of this song is that you can live in wonder and everything's possible. And then like the whole green screen thing proves, you have that thing that you want to do. It seems impossible, but you just have to find the right pathway to it. So that's the lesson that I got from seeing what you guys did with this video, Donna.
Yeah.
Any closing thoughts for you?
No, I just think that, the power of technology and inspiring young students and students of all ages just to be able to imagine and dream it. And as Walt Disney said, if you can dream it, you can do it. So
yes,
this is pure proof of that. So yeah, I just want to say that, I enjoy these Wednesday watches. Looking forward to next week as we wrap up Chicago. And until next week.
Yeah, we'll see you then. Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.